Hello and welcome to the real bottom line with Albert the CPA, featuring, you guessed it, Albert the CPA. Kind of knows they did that.
You know we can see you, right? Well, it's gonna be a little bit different this episode since we are wrapping up season 1. We gonna actually make it a team episode because, as you may or may not know, it's really this team behind me that makes this show go smoothly, work, get edited, all of the things. So you typically see my face, but this episode you're going to see who actually makes this thing work for real. So I'm gonna step to the side. Let me get up out of here. So as we move on into this episode, I'm gonna just start like this. Y'all know they can see y'all, right? So, what do y'all want to say about the season? Or, a matter of fact, how about, since they can actually see the faces that go along with the names that I'm always talking to, how about we just tell them who you are, what you do, the role you play on the show, and the role you play at Right Choice? Pick one.
Rachel.
So I gotta call on somebody. Started with you, Rachel.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. I am the operations coordinator at Right Choice Accounting Solutions. And here on the show, I try to keep us on time. Wait. No. I try to make sure we get to the set and do the thing. But emphasis on try.
Beat everything.
And you know what? That may be true, but we also got to start this show now. Sorry. I'm Chrisy.
That's the voice y'all hear on camera all the time. Well, I guess y'all see them on facts only. I guess y'all are on camera sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes. I am the lead accountant at Right Choice, and on set, I just go wherever I'm told. And of course, I help out with Albert on Ask Albert the CPA questions. I read them off to him. How much should I pay myself as an S Corp owner?
I'm Lauren, and actually, I'm the COO. I make everything work. And it's the same for the show with Rachel's help.
So you can follow Rachel online on Instagram at Ray Runs It All. You can follow Chrissy at Crystal Clear Numbers, and Mrs. Hurston is the Lauren Hurston. Now, y'all know they can see y'all, right?
See us.
Oh no, dramatic. Because at the end of the day, they actually can see y'all. Lessons with Right Choice, yeah. All right, so I guess since we normally do a story, ease out of it.
Yes.
So what did y'all learn about doing a full production, a full show, while still running an award-winning fractional CFO tax strategy advisory firm? What did y'all learn from that? I'm interested. See, this is one we had prepped for before. And to be fair, Mrs. Hurston, we'll start with you. What do you think you learned the most about doing a full production like this while running your company?
Time management. Having Rachel on the clock. We gotta get done. Got stuff to do. Got clients to serve. But no, it was cool. I learned time management, how we shoot quickly and concisely and have an amazing episode.
Yeah, the behind the scenes is crazy.
This is true. People falling, buttons not working.
Yeah.
Jumpy jacks.
Like it's
Hopped up on the refreshers.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Starbucks the food shit.
Yeah.
The refreshers with no ice. Watch out.
Aldo say, yeah, that might need to be banned. That might be why my blood pressure was high when I went on all them non-cut pure, them pure refreshers. What you got, Ray? You, the Discord thing. This the person who running to grab the phone, running to answer playing questions in between tape, trying to keep me on track. It's like, no, Albert, we can't gotta do this. Then the phone ring, and she got to go catch the phone, and she was getting mad.
Chrissy, I have a lot going on today.
I know.
So what do you think you learned?
I think I learned how you put it. We doing everything we said we would do. So yeah, I learned that we really can't get everything done. So that was good. It's great to work with a team that we come together and do what we gotta do and have fun doing it. So
Yep.
Yeah.
All that expletive. However I say curse word without cuss. All that expletive. All that. I guess I can say stuff. All that stuff we said we was gonna do, we doing it. What you got, Chris?
Rachel Lori. I learned operational efficiency. I have got to come in, especially on our filming day, with my entire day planned, so that no matter what, I'm completely focused when it's time to record. And then when all that's done, then I can go back into the day-to-day of what's going on with the firm. But so that I'm not going back and forth between two, I can actually lock in, and whenever I'm needed, I'm focused on that and still have time to get what I need to be done for the company.
So my biggest lesson is, like, it's yours. Like, we righteously can do whatever we decide we gonna do. But if we commit to getting it done, we gonna get it done. And we got that kind of team at Right Choice. So my biggest lesson is, like, we got the team. Anyways, I guess that's this week's segment of Lessons with Lori. Yeah. It's lesson. Oh. Yeah, running back. Lessons with Right Choice. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's time for this week's episode of
Facts
Only. But this week we're gonna do it a little bit different, and I'm gonna block everybody equally. See, I was supposed to stay off camera, but I need my shot. Anyway, so this week, every member of the team is going to actually tell their favorite fact from this season taping. So everybody gonna have a story or some stuff that sounds crazy that actually happened while we was taping that show. So I will start with you, Mrs. Crystal Clear Numbers.
Okay, my favorite fact. I think my favorite fact is just, I guess in general, all of us taping the intros. We always have a plan, but it always doesn't go the way that it's supposed to. So people probably wouldn't know how many takes it actually took us to get through a specific shot for every episode that you saw. So it was never always cleanly cut or done right the first time. So yeah, it took a little time.
Oh yeah, Crystal slapped that Jolly Rancher out of my hand, like.
Oh, and that was for real. This is my favorite one. That was real. I really do like Bloom Jolly Ranchers. I really, before we did the take, I literally said, listen, do not open this. Do not try, even pretend to eat it, because it is mine. Thank you. All these Bloom Jolly Ranchers.
What you got, Ray?
I do want to piggyback off Crystal just a little. What I love is that our skits still come from like something that actually really happened.
Yes.
Like Crystal said, she for real did not want Amber to see that Blue Jolly Rancher that week with like Braylon coming to show you his Instagram while we were for real in the meeting.
We've been talking about in the office is, yeah, look at this picture.
Like the right choice is never a dull moment.
Yeah, my children, we could be in the middle of a meeting. My children can want the most obscure little tiny, ain't got nothing to do with nothing thing. They'll walk in front of the camera, in front of everybody, and be like, hey dad, Bright, hey dad, you like this Instagram? I'm like, I am on a $10,000 a month sales call. Going on somewhere. Anyway, what you got, babe?
I like the show in its totality. Like, I love.
Somebody ask you what you like. Fairness.
The fact is, I like it in its totality. But, like, the facts only, Crystal be like, slamming the table. We up! That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
You picking up Braylon. When he, got his first win after several losses. And, Rachel, being in the lead the whole time. But, she still had her losses too. But,
Yeah,
that's only in his own segment is hilarious.
yeah. The Ray dramatic pause was so funny in the last one. She was like, and I don't like any of these.
I don't like any of these.
And I would say my favorite fact only moment is you kind of took mine. I was like, will you see how many takes all this stuff takes? Like they don't know this is take 7.
Right.
Like, will you see how many takes and stuff and how you shoot a whole hour and a half to get 20 minutes? That's my favorite thing. So the fact is, we make a lot of stuff where 90% of people would cut and retape, and we get caught of cutting and retape. So you get to see it.
Right here.
Gotta do.
Yeah, like that's good enough. They know what we mean. So yeah. So I guess that's this week's episode of
Facts Only.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment of the show, Ask Right Choice. I'm gonna keep saying it until it's true. Anyways, what do we have this week, Chris?
Okay, guys. So people want to know, are we coming back for a season 2? What you think, Blaine?